Okay, so Path of Exile 2 is released and is doing pretty darn good. It's doing pretty darn good. Lots of people are loving it. It seems like a fun game. I think Diablo 4 is kicking the air. I think Diablo 4 is there just sitting there kicking themselves because they dropped the ball, and Path of Exile 2 is doing awesome things right now.
Two titans of the ARPG world are
Titans.
like never before. Diablo 4, Path of Exile 2. Both games promise incredible experiences, but
And so this is coming from a complete noob. I never played Diablo 1, 2, or 3. It was before my time. It was before my time. I wasn't a gamer like that. But I played Diablo 4. I played Diablo 4, the base game, all the way through. I started out the seasons, got kind of halfway through season 1, and I was like, this isn't for me. This isn't for me. This is a grind. I'm not having fun. I'm doing the same thing over and over. I'm doing hell tides and dungeons and these same boss fights, and it just feels like the same thing. So I was hesitant about Path of Exile 2, but it seems to be doing great. I think people love Path of Exile 2. I think it has that diversity, and it feels fresh every time you play. I think they give it a lot more attention, every couple months. But time will tell. We'll see. We'll see how it matches out, but or works its way out. But I think Path of Exile 2 is doing exactly what Diablo 4 wanted to do, and I think they're upset.
when the dust settles, Path of Exile 2 might just have the edge. Today, I'll break down 5 reasons why Diablo 4 simply can't.
5 reasons.
Path of Exile 2. So buckle up and let's dive in.
Buckled up. Complexity and depth of game.
Let's talk gameplay depth.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that skill tree. That skill tree is scary. That skill tree is intimidating, but it's not as intimidating as you think, because it's like per class, right? So it's like all the classes combined into one. And the cool thing about it is you can like kind of make your way from one class to another. So you can like make a hybrid. So if you really like the monk, but I don't know, you want a crossbow or something, like I think you can make your way through the skills tree to pick up different skills from other classes and kind of have like a hybrid class. And I think that's fun. Like, so you don't have to grind out different classes to play different ways and have different weapons and stuff like that. Diablo 4, not really the case, right? You have to create a new character, create different classes, and kind of grind things out on separate characters. And for the casual, I just don't think that's feasible, right? You work your 40 hours, your 50 hours, you have a family, you have kids, and to come home and have to grind out characters, no thank you. No thank you.
Introduces a revolutionary skill gem system. Forget socketing gear, now active and support.
Oh, look at the swirls. Looks like you're looking at the galaxy here.
System offers mind-blowing customization.
It looks good though.
That shatters into chain lightning or a ground slam that summons minions, it's all possible. Meanwhile, Diablo 4 opts for a more
simple
straightforward approach.
Simple. Look how simple that is. Like, come on. We go to that. We go from this. Where is it at? This to that. Come on.
Meanwhile, Diablo 4 opts for a more straightforward approach. Its skill tree looks clean, but doesn't allow the same level of creativity.
No creativity.
ARPG players often feel limited by Diablo 4's simpler design, which prioritizes accessibility over depth.
Depth matters. Heyo. Depth matters.
Exile 2 is the clear winner.
Yeah, that's some drip right there. You see the drip there? That looks good. That looks good. Can you get drip like that in Diablo 4? I don't think so.
Clear winner. Next, we have the Endgame. If you played Path of Exile, you know the Atlas of Worlds is a masterpiece. It's not just about killing things, it's about exploration, crafting, encountering unique bosses, and mastering league mechanics. Every league adds new dimensions, and that's all carrying over into Path of Exile 2. Now, compare that to Diablo 4.
It just looks so simple.
And Helltide events. While these are fun,
Like, I know it was comparing, I think,
without the
so just that little comparison, it was comparing like, I don't know, video, right? Video gameplay, capture gameplay compared to actual gameplay, but just it looks so simple. Diablo 4. Like, that was a boss fight and nothing was happening. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
the same innovation or variety, Diablo 4 struggles to keep players engaged long term. If you're looking for a game that keeps you coming back with fresh ideas, Path of Exile 2 delivers like no other.
No other, he says.
Reason number 3 is Path of Exile's update cadence. Grinding Gear Games, the studio behind PoE, has a reputation for releasing updates every 3 months like clockwork. And these are
I love it.
patches.
To make these types of games work, like, you have to give them attention. You have to, like, every couple months, you have to do updates. You have to change mechanics of the game. You have to make additions to the game. You have to make fun stuff, you know, add fun stuff, cosmetics, different things like that. Not behind a crazy paywall, you know, right? But just cool cosmetics, weapons, stuff like that, updates to the game like that, so that every time you play, every time you log in, every couple months, it feels a little more fresh, right? It feels a little different. It feels like we're headed in the right direction. I feel like Diablo 4 didn't do that. Like, you had all of these complaints from the player base, and they just fell on deaf ears. And I don't know how many updates they made kind of in between seasons. I think they did little, you know, patches in between seasons, but as far as like big updates, I don't think it was there.
They are game-changing expansions that redefine the experience. On the other hand, Diablo 4 has been criticized for its slow content rollouts. Seasonal updates so far have felt underwhelming, with small tweaks to
Underwhelming.
the community in the same way. Fans of Diablo 4 are still waiting for meaningful in-game changes, while Path of Exile players are already diving into new mechanics. When it comes to keeping things fresh, Path of Exile 2 track record will give it a massive edge.
Love it.
Path of Exile 2 will reimagine how players approach the campaign.
So look at that map, right? Like, I think you have the ability to, because we have this, what is this, the sorceress, maybe we go up all the way through that, and then if you want, you turn left, and maybe you get a little more over into here, right? So you can really pick and choose like what the heck you want to go into your character within reason, right? But I think that's so cool that you can really like just diversify and pull things from other classes.
Offers branching progression paths, ensuring no two playthroughs feel the same. Want to focus on crafting early, hunting specific gear, or farming unique encounters? You can. Player agency is at the core of the experience. Contrast this with Diablo 4's linear campaign. The story is engaging, but replaying it on multiple...
I like how he just picked in this video, shout out to this creator, how he just picked some of the like fuzziest graphics for the Diablo 4. yeah, I just find it funny.
becomes a chore. Without meaningful variation, players
Lacking.
feel locked into a repetitive grind. This is why Path of Exiles 2 hands the reins to the players, and that's something Diablo 4 simply cannot offer.
Free to play. Diablo 4 is expensive. You pay for the full game, you pay for seasons, like you sink some coin into it. Now the early access is $30, right? But the full game, the full release, I guess, is going to be free to play, and it's going to be a free to play model. Now, what does that look like? Maybe as far as microtransactions and stuff, I'm not too sure. If you do know, let me know in the comments. But I think that allows you to just have more flexibility in what you're paying for when you play the game versus getting, you know, money grabbed every little second like in Diablo 4.
Finally, and most importantly, let's talk price. Path of Exile 2, like its predecessor, will be completely free to play. Grinding Gear Games relies on cosmetics for monetization, and the
Okay.
community embraces it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Diablo 4 demands a hefty upfront cost, followed by battle passes and cosmetic purchases. For new players deciding between the two, the choice is obvious. One game costs nothing, while the other asks.
Look at that. So, I mean, I think we're all in agreement that, you know, I'll pay money for cosmetics, right? Like if I want to look cool and look like the sickest character, I will fork over some coin, right? If I want to look cool, I'll pay for it. But I don't like paying for battle passes. Battle passes that you just have to grind the battle pass to get the cosmetics you want. And to, you know, really sit there, and it's such a long drawn out process. And then what if you don't even like any of the stuff in the battle pass and you just blew all this extra money to get the battle pass for no reason? Like, why
Big financial commitments just to get started. Path of Exile 2's accessibility ensures it will always attract a larger, more diverse audience. So, there you have it. 5 reasons why Path of Exile 2 outshines Diablo 4. From its gameplay depth and in-game variety to its free-to-play model, PoE 2 is set to dominate the ARPG space. What do you think? Will Diablo...
I like it. I think Diablo 4 dropped the ball and Path of Exile 2 is capitalizing on it, and that's awesome. You know, that's business, right? That's business. If you drop the ball and somebody else makes a better product, it is what it is. Maybe Diablo 5 is that much better. Thoughts? What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comments. Let me know. Do you like Diablo 4 or do you like Path of Exile 2? How do you think they compare? How do you think they match up? Is it apples and oranges? Or do you think Path of Exile 2 is just that much of a better apple? If you liked this video, go ahead. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop a like, hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. If you had fun, if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. If you stuck around for this long, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I will catch you guys next time. Love yourself. Love each other. Peace.